Welcome back to Chamber Exchange, the TV show. I want to thank our sponsor who make Chamber Exchange, the TV show, happen. That's Bank Hometown, for their good work in the region and helping businesses and individuals. I'm thrilled to have with us on the second segment, Derrick Kiser, who's the Executive Director of Fresh Start. And Derrick has launched a program in Fresh Start, which is an initiative that's really important to issues of workforce development, economic opportunity, workforce opportunity. That's really critical to the economic well-being of this region. So, Derrick, I want to welcome you and thank you for your leadership, with this program. And why don't you tell us about the program, the Wellness Center, and we'll get into it.
Well, first of all, I just want to thank you for giving me this platform, and thank you for all you do and what the Chamber does. It really is amazing job how you're connecting the community and business. Well, first of all, Fresh Start is a wellness center. And what we do is we're a mental health agency, and we implement mental health programs in the educational and criminal justice system. We go off the 4 pillars. We go off self-care, intervention and prevention, life skills, and community involvement. And through these programs, we focus on mental health behavior, self-care, mental health behavior, life skills, where we're teaching individuals not only to get a job or do the things they need to do, but giving them the skills so that way they could be able to sustain and maintain jobs, minimize their negative risk factors and empower them with positive factors so that way they can live a productive and constructive life. Our main focus is trying to prevent the trauma to prison, trauma to substance, trauma to suicide, trauma to homicide pipeline. And what we notice is that mental health and internal health is a serious piece that's been ignored for a long time. And we found out that the reason a lot of individuals find themselves in the circumstances that they is due to a trauma that they experienced at a young age that they never dealt with. And that's been preventing them and been a roadblock and a barrier from being able to live a constructive and productive life. So we try to enhance, accountability, at the same time, provide them with the skills, the tools, and the resources to be able to be successful in this time.
Derrick, what you just described is extremely important, and it's unique, for Worcester and the region. And really, if you want to share with our viewers, what kind of led you to start this? What was it that you saw a gap in the community that had to come forward?
Well, first of all, I'm just going to give you a little personal information about myself. I'm not only the founder of Fresh Start, but I'm also a co-founder of the first gang here in Worcester, Massachusetts. When I was younger, I was into all the wrong stuff, doing all the wrong things. And in 1996, I found myself incarcerated in the Worcester House of Correction. I read a book called Happy Jack Burbridge about this man that changed his life around, gave his life to God. After reading that book, I got on my knees and I prayed to God. I said, if you get me out of this situation, I promise to change my life around. 25 years later, God kept his promise and I kept my promise. Now, during these times, I ran through different barriers, different obstacles. But over the time, I was able to get a bachelor's from Worcester State, a master's from Cambridge College, and now I'm a licensed mental health counselor. So I'll be able to create this business, and through my life experience involved with the criminal justice experience, and through my life involved with the community, it just made me seeing all the obstacles and the things that's preventing individuals like myself that found myself in a similar situation go through. So I'm just trying to break them barriers and make it a little bit more easier for individuals to succeed.
Well, thank you for sharing that, with our viewers, and congratulations, for your accomplishments. And so, how is it that you engage, with young people or individuals coming out of the system and plug them in the program, and tell us about that.
Well, basically, a lot of people in the system knows me as it is because, my name, due to me being a gang leader, a lot of individuals know me being in the system. So also in the community, but through my personal and professional life, I also was a teacher here in the Worcester Public Schools. I was a counselor in the Springfield schools. I was an in-home behavior counselor for, local community organization. I also counsel individuals in DYS. And I seen the situation where, the system wasn't being able to truly affect the individuals that we were dealing with. So I organized and I created my board membership was multifaceted individuals with different backgrounds. Like the head of my president of my board, he was the first Kenny Davenport. He's the head of the internal affairs for the Worcester Public Schools, and he was a head of my chairman of my board. I have a principal from the Worcester Public Schools that's, that's involved in my board. I have a counselor. So I have all these individuals that's involved in the systems that we're trying to fix. And we all just sat down and collaborated, solutions to the problems that they occurred. So between my involvement and between me introducing myself to Fresh Start, I also work closely with the Worcester PD. I also work closely with the Sheriff Office. I also work closely with District Attorney Early, and I'm connected to a lot of the politicians, that's in City Hall. And through this movement, I was named, head of the Mental Health Task Force Awareness for the city of Worcester. So I work closely with Matty Castillas promoting and trying to end the stigma regarding mental health. So that's one of the ways we collaborate and we get the community involved. We do community cleanings. We're big at trying to get the community and law enforcement relationships improved on that.
Right, and that's so important now more than ever, Derrick. So we've got a couple minutes left. So you mentioned some of those community partners. We want to talk about opportunity knocks. So the employer community needs employees. You're working, you get referrals of individuals who've been, formerly incarcerated, looking for a new pathway, a new future. How do you work with them and connect them and what in the program?
So personally, I took this journey on myself. So I went to all the local businesses and I asked them, would they be willing to give a young man or woman a next opportunity for a next chance? They all say yes. So what I do is the individuals that I bring to their, to get the employment, I make sure they're ready and they're prepared for that employment. So what I do is I teach them communication skills, social skills, money management, life management, because a lot of these individuals don't have them skills to be successful and sustain that job. So you can provide any individual with the job, but how are you going to make them maintain that job? So I look at the factors that's preventing them to be successful in that job, and I provide them with the skills and the resources. And just recently, I connected with UPS, where we are over to provide them with 103 individuals with jobs over the past year. And at the same time, they were willing to give them an opportunity and their career driven. So I look at different avenues and different places for the, people to give the second chance, because we're all in this together. If crime is happening in the community, it's definitely affecting the business, you know what I mean? And people don't want to go to a place where they don't feel safe to conduct business. So I try to maintain and bring the community and the business, local businesses together, so that way we can all blossom together.
No, well said. So we just got a minute left. So Derrick, if there's an employer out there that would like to get a hold of you, if there's someone out there watching that's in a situation where they're, have the obstacle of Corey or a family member and they want to, get in touch with you to learn how they can get back in the workforce, how do they reach you and Fresh Start?
First of all, you can go to our website, freshstart508.org. And then you can see a lot of the things that we're doing, or you can visit our Facebook site, Fresh Start 508, facebook.com. And then you also can get a story of a documentary of my life and how I came to be where I'm at. And then you can see all the work of the individuals that we're involved with who are restorative justice program. And then you can see all the community involvement where we did city cleanings and we go into schools to talk about the individuals not to join gangs and stay away from substance. So you can go to our website. Let me plug that again, freshstart508.org. And we are a minority-owned nonprofit, 503K. So any help that you can get to help us push this movement will be definitely appreciated. And if you'll be willing to give a individual a second chance through our Opportunity Knocks program, I would definitely appreciate it. And again, Tim, I appreciate you for giving me this platform to explain what we do here.
No, we'll continue to have this conversation. Derrick Kiser, thank you for being with us and the great work you're doing in the community.
Thank you for all you do and continue the success of the chambers. I appreciate you.
These days, you've got your hands full in life. That's why we help you bank simply and securely with tools like Face ID and Touch ID. It's why we make it easy to make purchases on the go and get cash back while you're at it. Why we help you quickly deposit checks wherever you are. And it's why we lend a hand with sending and receiving money right from your phone. So even when you're on the move, you can manage your finances. Bank Hometown. Unlock your potential.
Are you a Central Massachusetts business owner? Do you want a voice in public policy and economic development? Are you looking to increase your network or generate new business leads? A membership with the Worcester Regional Chamber of Commerce will provide you with a variety of tools and opportunities to help you stay connected with the diverse and growing business community of the region.
We just started right out of school, so we didn't know the team of professionals that we were going to need to start our company. So we were able to get put in touch with people who offered those services, and that helped us out a lot.
Joining the chamber can provide you access to great resources, connections that you wouldn't otherwise have.
Serving as New England's largest chamber of commerce, the chamber is a proud supporter and advocate of the local business community.
Advocacy is the biggest benefit that I see. The chamber is there to benefit business and frankly to benefit economic development for all of us, residents or business owners.
Join today to take advantage of the chamber's wide range of resources and benefits.
Let's all do our part to safely support small business during these challenging times. From delicious dinners, to great fashion finds, to that perfect pick-me-up, Worcester is open for business. Join your community in entering the We Love Worcester photo contest today. Visit discovercentralmass.org for details. Worcester, we're in this together.